Hey everyone, Mark de Guzman here. I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and tonight I'm actually gonna be giving people tips how to win at some of your favorite pricing games on The Price is Right. Now, for those of you who have not been on the show or just about to, head to the studios and, take part in being hopefully to be a contestant, which of course I'm still trying to be a contestant on The Price is Right, but I have no one to go with. But everything aside from myself, like I said, tonight I'm going to give you some tips of how to win at some of your favorite pricing games. Now, one thing that you should know is that the pricing games can be very random, from day to day. So, one day that you may be playing Plinko, the next day someone else may be playing, let's say, the race game. So, the how how to decide which games are going to be played is determined by the producers and the directors of the studio. But today I'm going to give you tips of how to win at games of Now and Then, The Money Game, Pay the Rent, Cover Up, Cliffhangers, and of course I'm going to actually combine the two, the race game and Bonkers. So let's start off with the game Now and Then. Now, in this pricing game, basically you have to determine if the price is the now price or the then price, which of course, let's say the then price would be from the year 2012. Now, on the grid, there are actually six products that you would see in a supermarket, and they're actually set up in a circular, six pie wedge formation. Now, how do you actually win at this game? Well, usually most of the time, okay, probably like more than a 75% chance, usually you have to make make an educated guess if the price is now and then. But sometimes there is a way of how to determine if the price is now and then. Now every once in a while, okay, not all the time, but every once in a while, the producers will actually throw in a product that that's not from 2012. So let's say that the then year was 2012, but one of the products that you see out there is a Mountain Dew Kickstart, which let's say probably, I'm thinking it probably made its debut in 2015. So you have to ask yourself, did this product exist during the year that's being asked? So if that product did exist in 2012, then yes, there is a 50-50 chance that it could be either the now price or the then price. But if the then year, I should say, is 2012, but the Mountain Dew Kickstart did not make its debut until 2015, then automatically that is going to be the now price. Because how can you say that the price was then if the product did not exist in 2012? Okay, so that's one of the things to know about. Okay, now the second game that I want to touch base on is the money game. Now, this is one of the games back in 1999. This was the game that my auntie played on The Price is Right after she got on stage. Okay, and the game is still popular even up to today. Now, in this game, like of course, the money game is all about trying to win a car or SUV or whatever, and you have to guess the first two numbers and the last two numbers. Okay, so and of course, during the game they give a like the middle number. Before I go on, just want to apologize, by the way, about my Roomba vacuum that's running in the background. It's just clean my floor, so just bear with me as I'm doing a little bit of house cleaning at night before I get to the rest of my errands. So anyway, the money game, okay, again, you have to guess the first two numbers and the last two numbers. Now, one thing to really know about is that, sometimes every once in a while, like not all the time, but this actually happened to my auntie when she was playing the game, but every once in a while, they'll throw in what Bob Barker had called El Cheapo. Okay, so this means that usually the producers will throw in like the last like numbers like 09, 010, excuse me, not 010, 09, 08, 10, 11, like etc. all the way up probably to maybe 16 or 17. Now, usually there are always like amongst three choices to guess for the first three numbers. Okay, so the sooner that you pick the first two numbers, the easier it is gonna be to pick the last two numbers. But one thing to know about is that when you pick the last two numbers, you never want to go back to the the two remaining numbers that the two remaining sets of numbers when you guess the price of the car. So let's say that the first two numbers of the car are 21. Okay, so 21,000 something dollars. Okay, now you don't want to go like, oh, the last two numbers are 22 or the last two numbers are 20. You don't want to do that, because that will cost you two chances into getting to winning the car. Now, as for the last two numbers, it can be random, but like one thing that you don't want to one thing that you don't want to ignore is that assuming that the last two numbers could be El Cheapo, as what Bob Barker called. So let's say El Cheapo was 08 or 09, 10, 11, price, think of it as think of it as 11, considering your options of making sure that the last two numbers aren't what you expect. Okay, so it's always important to get El Cheapo out of the way, because you never know. El Cheapo may be the last two numbers, and if they aren't, then just go on with your regular guesses. But again, you don't want to go back to the other two choices that you had when picking the first two numbers. So don't do that. Okay. Next, I want to help people, for those who may be playing a money a money up for grabs game called Pay the Rent. Now this is one of the trickiest pricing games that there is on the Price is Right, and this allows usually like contestants have the chance to win like up to $100,000, unless of course there's like a special occasion like a anniversary show or like Dream Car Week, something like that, or Money Week. So like there could be a special occasion, but Pay the Rent is one of those one of the trickiest pricing games. Now, in this pricing game, there are 6 products, okay, and what the objective in this pricing game is that you have to make sure that you place items in a certain order, such that on the first floor, like, you have one product. Then the next floor, the sum of the 2 products are higher than the price of the product on the first floor, and then so on and so forth until you get to the attic. Now, there is a way to beat the system in this pricing game. Okay, now usually it's very difficult to actually go from bottom to top. Okay, but if you actually work backwards, okay, and then work your way to the top, then it makes it a whole lot easier. So in the attic, if in the attic, usually it's always going to be the most expensive item. So you want always to consider that. So if you have products like, let's say they're like batteries, or they're like olive oil, or vitamins, or like nasal spray, those kinds of products will always go in the attic. Now, as for the other 3 floors, okay, as for the other 3 floors, you really do not want to have like the next two most expensive products on the same level. Okay, likewise, you don't want the cheapest product in the mailbox. The trick to this pricing game is to take you want to take after the most expensive product, like let's say it's the olive oil or the batteries. Okay, in the next level, you want to take the most expensive item, okay, and then the second cheapest item, okay, and then on the second floor, you want to have the most expensive product, the third most expensive product on the second level, okay, and then one of the cheaper products to go along with it. And then in the mailbox, you want to keep something that's like low but not too low. Okay, so if you're putting a product, let's say that's like let's say it's gum, and the gum costs $1.19. Okay, you don't always want to put the gum in the. You don't want to put the gum in the mailbox. Okay, you want to, like, let's say if you want to make sure that you make it towards the second or the third level. Okay, put something that's like put something in the mailbox, like let's say it's like a let's say it's an energy drink. Okay, put that in the mailbox. Okay, and then in the second level, let's say you want to put let's say you want to put like the potato chips and then the gum. Okay, the sum of those products will be more expensive than the product in the mailbox, and then as soon as you get to the third level, okay, you want to do the same thing there, okay. Take the most expensive product and then take a very cheap item as well, okay. So just to summarize again for this game is that, like, don't always put like an expensive item with an expensive item, okay. Try to put an expensive item with a cheap item on the same level, but make sure that, like, it's set up in a way that it actually is higher than the sum of the two products in the on the second level, okay. Now let's get to the next pricing game, and that is Cover It. Now again, Cover Up is one of those games where you have to guess the price of a car, okay. Now in this pricing game, okay, you have to, like, you're given like sets of numbers, okay, and then you have to make sure that you cover up, like, cover up like the incorrect numbers, or cover up the pictures or whatever, okay. Now sometimes, okay, they'll have like a repeat of numbers for each row. So let's say, like, the first number of the card, let's say you had a choice between 2 and 4, okay. Then you have, like, the second number, you have a choice between 4, 0, and 3, okay. And then the third number, you have like 4 choices, like, let's say you have 1, 0, 3, and 7, okay. Now if you have a repeat of numbers, like, let's say the choice of the first number, at least one of the numbers in the at least one of the choices in the as the first number is the same as the choices that you have is also in the, like, the third level. Just set up, like, let's say the price of the car is 20,333, okay. So if you do that, you're obviously probably going to get it wrong the first time, okay. No one gets it right the first time, but if at least one of those threes is correct, okay, then you can go on to the you can repeat that process. And if you see, like, a set of 4s, like, let's say you have a set of 4s to choose from, try to go with that as well. I mean, everyone will have their own way of how to try to win this game. So that's that's just something to really think about. That, like, if you want to, when try to, like, just repeat the numbers in, like, this in the same sequence. Now I apologize again if I'm, like, stuttering, or if I'm kind of like lagging, but, like, that's because I'm autistic. But, like, just bear with me. So if you guess, like, let's say your second guess would be like 20,344, and it's or I should say, let's say the price is like 19,344, okay. Now, of course, like, the first number is already going to be correct, because that the 2 would be incorrect, okay. So just try to, like, choose the same number. Like, if you can, like, at least repeat the number twice in the price of the card, then and, like, at least one of those repeats is incorrect, then there's a chance that you will be able to win the car, okay? Now, the next game I want to touch base on, and it's actually one of my most favorites, and it's Cliffhangers. Now, with Cliffhangers, you have to make sure what Drew Carey calls a yodeling guy, make sure that he doesn't fall off the cliff. Now, no offense to Drew Carey, but every time the yodeling guy falls off the side of the edge or off the cliff, it always makes me laugh. Okay, I know it's not for everyone, but for me, I just find humor when the yodeling guy falls off the side of the cliff. But all laughter aside, so this is very simple. Okay, now when you're guessing the prices for the 3 products, okay, you always want to go like a price within the first product. Always go with a price within the 20s, and then the next price, a price within the 30s, and then the last product, a price within the 40s. If you follow this, order and this sequence, then you will win Cliffhangers without any problems. Okay. Now the last 2 games that I want to really touch base on, and it's very quick, and that is the race game and Bonkers. Okay. Now there is no sure way to win this game except to make sure that you really move fast and guess the prices correctly. Now, the reason why I combine these 2 games in this particular segment is because both of these games are timed and involve a lot of running. Now, the only advice that I must give when playing one of these 2 games is that you never want to look at the audience, okay? Okay? Looking at the audience is a big no-no. I mean, as much as I understand that they're there to help you try to figure out the price of the car, or the price of the trip, or the price of the products, okay? You never want to look at them, because the more time that you look at the audience, the more time that you're going to lose while playing one of these pricing games, because this is all about moving fast, and you are on a time clock when playing one of these 2 pricing games. Okay, so again, do not look at the audience. Okay, do not stall. Do not ask for their advice. Nothing. Just move fast and just play the game. Okay, so that's pretty much about it for now. These pricing games. I hope you find this video very helpful. And hopefully, if I have more help, I can probably post more content. One of my main videos that I'm trying to get out is to provide I'm sorry. One of the videos that I want to try to get out, put out for everyone to view, is to put some of these life hacks, or these household hacks that I've seen on YouTube, to the test, to see if to make sure that they really work. Coca-Cola in a toilet bowl, or how to fix the drawstring. So just these common hacks. But I think one of the hacks that I will show you in my next video is how to make sure that how to make sure your gummy vitamins stay gummy enough and do not dry out over time. Okay, so again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find this video helpful, and you know, if you plan to go to The Price is Right, have fun, just have a good time, smile, and just be prepared for whatever pricing game that may come your way if should you get picked. Okay, so until then, take care, God bless, bye.